Hello everyone. I'm sorry I haven't posted in so long. I actually meant to when I got my biopsy results, but then I figured I should wait until I go see my doctor and have my other PET scan. But you know what? I'm seeing my doctor next week and I haven't gotten any call for any kind of PET scan or anything. So I'll just make this video. There's no point in not posting this because the news won't change. So basically what happened is I did my biopsy. The biopsy came back negative. It had no active cancer in the sample. It was just inflammation and dead cells. So that means that I am technically cancer free, but I don't want to say that because my doctor hasn't said that. And like no medical professional has looked me in the eyes and said you are in remission. So I'm not going to say I'm in remission unless someone else tells me it. I'm not going to make my own assumptions. So the biopsy came back negative. It was expected. I didn't expect it to come back positive or anything like that. But I was thinking the other day, and I think I have come to the conclusion that I want to do radiation. Like, my doctor is really against it, but when I first got my PET scan results, because I like to be proactive and I like to look into things, I sat down and I researched all the side effects of radiation. And I also sat down and researched what would happen if I relapsed. And I saw that if I relapsed, I would have to get more chemo to get into remission. And after that, I would need even more chemo, which is part of a stem cell transplant. And if I'm being quite honest with you, I'm not so keen on getting a stem cell transplant. So I think I kind of want to be on the safe side, even if I happen to get some side effects in the future from radiation. Honestly, if it's a chronic condition, so be it. The way I see it is I have a problem now and I have to fix it or else it could potentially kill me. And I don't want to take my chances. I don't want to fight the odds. I don't want to do that. I want to be safe. And it's going to take some convincing because ever since my first appointment with my doctor, she was saying, no radiation, you're going to get breast cancer. And sometimes I feel like me saying that I want to do it is irresponsible. But at the same time, I don't know. I just, I already have cancer, you still have cancer for 5 years in remission. So I already have cancer. I have to get rid of it for good. If I get a chronic heart condition, I can manage it. If I get a chronic lung condition, I can manage it. Obviously the odds are not in that favor because then they wouldn't give the radiation as frontline therapy anyway. But I just think that if you have a problem, you should tackle it with all the powers you've got. You shouldn't just play it safe, especially when it's cancer, So even though it was a negative biopsy, I want to be blasted with radiation. And I've been feeling better. I went on a hike today. It was a bit sad. I didn't get to finish the hike. It was actually hiking up a mountain, and I made it maybe 15% up, but the incline was so steep, the steps were so steep, and I just couldn't do it any longer. Thank God I went with one of my friends, and her parents are doctors, so they could tell when I was getting winded. Because sometimes, you can't tell when you're getting winded yourself, but if someone looks at you, they can tell. So they were able to pace me. They were like, okay, you gotta stop now. And so, I actually had a really good time. I tired myself out. I took a nap. It was good because I do find it hard to sleep sometimes if, I'm physically not tired but mentally tired, or I'm physically tired but my mind just won't go to sleep. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Negative biopsy. No word from a PET scan yet. I do see my doctor on the 29th, which is not this Monday coming up, the one after. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. I'll beg her for that radiation, and if she says no, I'll get a second opinion. I really will. So yeah. Thank you all for keeping along with me. First and foremost, thank you. I shouldn't say first and foremost because I left it to the end of the video. But yeah, thank you for keeping along with me while I was, really sick. I look back at those videos now and boy, I looked terrible. I looked like I was hit by a bus. But it's reality. That's what happens to a lot of people, and it just makes me sad that so many people don't like sharing these parts of their lives. But in all honesty, you have no idea how many people have messaged me and have told me, hey, I found you on YouTube, I'm going through this too, and I want to talk to you. And when I was first going through it, I had no one. I had nobody, absolutely nobody. All I had was my friends who were all living their lives, and I was sick. And I just had no one who could relate to me. Like, I was bald, and my mom was telling me her hair was in a knot. And I just looked at her like, can't help you, I just think that having someone while you're going through all of this is so important. And for all of you people who have stood by me and have watched me ramble and talk and express my worries and my updates and everything, just thank you from the bottom of my heart, because like a lot of you don't even know me in person and you've just watched me talk over things that I enjoy, and then my life was in danger and you watched me go through that too, when most people would just be like, oh, boring, close. So just thank you. I am so grateful. I just think support is so vital for something like this. And yeah, today is a day filled with gratitude. Again, thank you, and there will be more updates, many more.